So today we're rebuilding the Rangers because they just pulled off a massive move. Jacob deGrom, 5 years, $185 million, and that rotation just got so much better. I do still think the Rangers need quite a bit to make their team somewhat good. Okay, let's take that back. To make their team really competitive, but this is a step in the right direction for sure. They've already locked up Martin Perez. They have John Gray from last year. They also have Semyon and Seager. They do still need some pieces, but I think they're definitely moving in the right direction. So let's rebuild them. All right, so for this, I'm just gonna, I'm really not gonna focus on spending or like trying to re-sign the exact same players that they've brought back. I'm really just trying to make this team win a World Series as soon as possible. I do have ignore budgets on, just in case I do need to splurge a little bit, because it's very obvious that the Rangers are willing to spend that money. deGrom, Seager, Semyon, offering Martin Perez, I think it was almost 20 million. You've got John Gray signed up. Odorizzi, I know, is on a cheaper deal, but when I edited the roster and made the swap Odorizzi for Allard, this is just his current deal. So I think he's on like 2.5 mil because the Braves are taking a big portion of that contract. So I did leave ignore budgets on just because I felt like if the Rangers are willing to go above the tax, I feel like, and they're gonna go above the tax, right? They're clearly willing to spend some money. So with that in mind, let's spend some money. I guess just to kind of tell you where I want to spend this money, right? We've got the middle infield locked up. Pitching rotation, not bad. Martin Perez, John Gray, deGrom, Dane Dunning. Maybe try to sneak in maybe like a back end of the rotation guy, someone just to help eat up some innings. Jack Leiter could potentially get called up this year. Kumar Rocker probably not too far behind either. This rotation could be scary for the next few seasons. Bullpen could use a couple pieces. Again, I do think they need some offensive pieces. Josh Young's not too far away. Catcher, Jonah Heim wasn't terrible last year. He actually took a step in the right direction. And then I think the center field, left field is kind of a spot where you need to upgrade. Adolis Garcia plays great defense, decent bat. And then Nathaniel Lowe, super underrated first baseman. Really like him. So honestly, a couple outfield bats, it maybe give a year or two. This Rangers team definitely could be a competitor. So like I said, let's spend some money. All right, so I totally forgot that Nick Solak got traded to the Reds. So I will do that when the season starts because I offered him arbitration. And then I like realized, he's not on the team anymore. So looking at the team, I'm actually pretty happy with the rotation. I might look, like I said, to find like a back end of the rotation guy. Might look for 1 or 2 bullpen arms. You know, I'm kind of looking at the team going, we've got a couple, like Arihara is not going to be here, but we've got a couple others. But again, I want to up that quality a little bit. Catcher, we're okay. First base, we're okay. Second base, we're okay. Third base, I do want to get Young into the team. I might add him to the 40-man right now, call him up, and just have him start third. Shortstop, we're good. Left field, I'd like to upgrade, and center field, I'd like to upgrade. We've got a couple guys here, but realistically, I'm just not too sure. I'm going to check Bubba Thompson. He did make his debut this year. How was he? He was iffy. I might give him some at-bats versus lefties, but we'll see, because I'm really trying to be like 1-2 seasons max with this Rangers team. I think they've got a chance to do some damage here. Probably season 2, being more realistic. Nimmo, honestly, would be a huge fit for this team. A lot of lefties already in the lineup, though. But I guess with Young at third, right, you'd kind of drop him a little bit. Shortstop, DH, you could go a different direction. You know, honestly, you could probably sneak in Nimmo in this lineup. Ooh, Nimmo fits like really well. Or like, do you just go straight defense with Kiermaier? I don't know. I feel like Ballinger's also a possibility. Ooh, Ballinger. Ooh, I kind of like that. You know what makes too much sense? Joey Gallo. It does. Honestly, it does. It makes too much sense. It really does. It's crazy. And you know what? He's not going to want a lot of money. You know, he can perform for the Rangers. He's done it before. Like, he's not gonna be the on base guy, but he's gonna provide you some runs. So I feel like Joey Gallo, it makes sense. It makes too much sense, right? We were just talking about a lefty bat, power. You can move Adolis Garcia back to center. I mean, that makes way too much sense. Way too much sense. And then the left field spot, you got Bubba Thompson. You got a couple other guys that you can kind of move in there, give them a couple of bats here or there. And honestly, that might be the move. That's the move. That's definitely the move. 100%. Yeah, Nathaniel Lowe's not gonna be leading off. Don't worry. I do need a leadoff hitter. That could be the issue. And that may be where I find like the one and done type player that can play, you know, like a left field spot, or I don't know how else we can sneak him in here. Maybe we'll find a leadoff guy. There is a guy that would make sense. You know, you could rock with a Benintendi. You can Michael Brantley would work too. Michael Brantley for a season? If he can stay healthy, that kind of works. Nimmo does work too. But now I'm kind of worried that I'm getting too many lefties in the lineup. I'm looking at the infield. I would like to help out a little bit, but I think bullpen is an area I need to spend some money. And again, I said I didn't want to go too high into... Did they release him? And then, interesting, because I gave him an updated contract. So maybe I forgot to update his contract. Maybe that's what I forgot to do. Either way, yeah, I feel like both of these guys kind of make sense. All right, so we're gonna make Solak a red for basically like the lowest contract I can find on the Reds, which is like 42K. And basically a salary dump, get some money in return. And now looking at the team, I can call up somebody else. I need a position player. I don't want Foscue. Maybe Ibanez gets called up. How are we looking in the outfield? I guess we call up Tavares. I think that's what I want, right? Third, center fielder. Okay, yeah, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, some older players like Brad Miller. Brad Miller is really the only one I'm not sold on, and I kind of want to make a trade. But at the same time, I don't know. Do I have somebody that can like come up? Let's give them maybe later on for Foscue. We've got Young up. He's going to start for us. And I said Bubba Thompson's going to get in versus lefties. So realistically, maybe like Steele Walker? Steele Walker's not too far off either. I don't know. I feel like I kind of like the team how it is right now. Yeah, just Brad Miller. Because like I'm not going to bring him back after this year. Maybe at the deadline if things aren't going great. But I like this team. I think this is pretty good. Michael Brantley was brought in on a 1-year deal. Joey Gallo was a 3-year deal, I think for 11 mil. It's perfectly fine. And then the bench is all players that were already here. And then pitching wise, I went and picked up Andrew Heaney. I didn't want to spend too much on a pitcher. I was looking for a back end of the rotation guy just because I knew Leiter was coming up soon. I knew Rocker was coming up soon, and I want them at least be a long reliever or at least a 5 in the rotation at some point. So I picked them up on a 1-year, $7 million deal. And we'll see how it goes. Bullpen, a lot of changes. Fulmer, Michael Givens, Andrew Chafin. And on top of that, I think I signed a couple others. No, I didn't. I thought I did. But yeah, there we are. That's the team. I switched it up a little bit with the bullpen just because I felt like I needed to. But yeah, that's the squad. I didn't make any other changes. We're currently ranked 3rd. I don't really know if that's going to stay the same. 16th. It's okay. I mean, compared to what the Rangers are normally ranked, I think you'll take that. I'm at the deadline. A couple things are going well. A couple things are going poorly. I think pitching, you know, like John Gray's really not doing much. Dane Dunning, Andrew Heaney, and Odorizzi's kind of struggling too. The bullpen, for the most part, is doing well. I could call up Leiter. He's doing fairly well. Same thing with Rocker. Doing really well. Actually, most of these guys are doing really well. So I could call them up. You know, Leiter is a 79, so I guess he could like slide in here. But I still think we're looking at probably one more arm, right? And so let's take a look. Let's see what's on the block. Okay. Because like these guys, like Leody Taveras, 100 at bats, not bad, right? Not bad at all. Bubba Thompson. Maybe in the future, if this was like, you know, a 3, 4, 5-year rebuild, we'd have something here. But I don't have 3, 4, 5 years. I've got like 1, 2 tops. So I'm looking at maybe we make a move. Maybe we make a move. And I think Brian Reynolds makes sense. So that might be a move. I still need a starter though. And I'm going to go to... I don't know. I don't like any of these options. So I think I'm going to look for somebody else. But Brian Reynolds, yeah, get in the team. And he shouldn't be too hard to trade for. He's got 1 more year of arbitration, but I still think we can make this possible. So we're going to go like that. I'll throw in, what do I need, first or left field? Let's see here. What do we got here? I signed this guy. I'll show you in the, the transactions. Not completed. Roster history. Good Lord. Roster history that he was a free agent. Where is he? Left fielder. Left field. Where is he? He is right here. Boom. Free agent signing. There he is. So I might throw him in. Yeah, he's 75 overall. Actually looks pretty decent, but he should be able to get us the trade. Actually get us pretty close. Yeah, that works. You can have Leody Taveras, who's having a good season. And then you can also have, they want like a first baseman or a starting pitcher or a reliever. Maybe like Hearn. All right, there we go. Brian Reynolds. Ooh. Good trade right there. All right, I'm going to pick up Matthew Boyd from the Tigers, who they just recently signed in real life. They brought him back. He's actually having a good year. He's going to help us out of the pen. And I'm probably just going to send down Heaney, and we'll just leave it there. And I think that's going to be the team. So Brian Reynolds comes in. I'm going to move him up a little bit. I'll probably throw him in like right there. And I mean, that team, that looks good. That looks really good. Do I have 26 guys? I do. Perfect. Bullpen, like I said, has actually been fairly solid. I'm not going to change it up. Boyd comes in, takes some innings. We're looking pretty solid. I like this team. I like this team a lot. I think we're going to do some damage. We were already in first. We only got better. All right, so we won the division 93-69, which is big. We needed that division. I actually think the other team was under 500. No. Okay, the Astros were 88-74. Why did I think they were under? Maybe I saw the Angels when I was looking at the standings. So that could be the thing. But I mean, there we go. We're ranked 13th as a team. Team rankings wise, really quick. Let's take a quick peek. Where are we offensively? Oh, 16th for batting average. Runs, where are we? Ooh, are we just a mediocre team offensively? It's kind of looking like it. We're like middle of the pack. 16, yeah. Home runs, I would assume we're a little bit higher. 8th, yeah. Runs batted in, we are probably what, 16th, 17th? Am I blind? Did I miss us? I definitely missed us. Where were we? We are 12th. So kind of in the middle of the road. Like nothing too spectacular offensively. So pitching wise, were we good? 8th pitching, okay. Saves, I'm not too worried about, but we were 10th. Hits allowed, we were 12th. Okay, so we're a top half team pitching wise. It's just offensively, we kind of lacked, which is not what you want to see. We went out and got some new players. We want them to perform, and it didn't really look like they did. You know, I feel like we could have done a little bit better. Josh Young had a decent season though. I like seeing that. So I already know this is going to be a mess. There's like 900 different. Oh yeah, they completely changed this. So I need to fix that. All right, so I removed Leclerc. He had like almost a 7 ERA, which is crazy because at the All-Star break, he had like a high 3, low 4, somewhere in that range. And he just absolutely killed it. Or I guess I should say the trade deadline. And that's why I didn't make the move to get him out of the bullpen. But it looks like kind of a problem. Matthew Boyd came in, helped us out. Love to see it. Fulmer signed him on a 1-year deal. Happy with what he gave us. Brett Martin killed it. Spores didn't pitch at all. Barlow got a couple innings. And Chafin was really, really good in the setup role. And then Michael Givens, I kind of threw him in the closer spot after some of our bullpen arms were struggling. So yeah, I just turned to him and it worked out. So there we go. deGrom, obviously going to kill it. Love to see it. Martin Perez, same thing. He did really well. If I can bring him back, that'd be great. I might have to do a qualifying offer with him. I normally don't do those, but we'll have to wait and see. John Gray is okay. You know, like we've got Dane Dunning, who definitely improved throughout the year. He had over a 4 ERA for a majority of the season. He picked it up, got it under 4. Just overall, it's going down. So I don't like that. And then Jack Leiter, first year in the majors. I'm probably going to keep him up next year. So might look for one pitcher next year. I think we do have Rocker. He's a 74. I just looking at those attributes, I think he's going to get absolutely rocked. So yeah, Rocker gets rocked. Yeah. Next year, Bubba Thompson is probably going to be a guy we look to get off the bench, especially versus lefties. He is 100% coming up. I saw his AAA numbers. They were disgusting. He got 1 game in the majors. You know what? They were nasty. So he's probably going to come up and play catcher for us. Like we do have Garver, who was okay. But again, we also have Jonah Heim, who more of a defensive catcher. So I think we're going to see what else we can do. So like we said, Mitch Garver's numbers were okay. Duran, you know, Garcia wasn't great. He actually got sent down. That's why he got taken out of the lineup. Josh Smith off the bench, I'll take those numbers. I'll definitely take those numbers. Same thing with Brad Miller. He kind of alternated in the lineup, out of the lineup. Really, really good. 22 home runs, becomes a free agent. Probably could have used him a little bit more now looking at it, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it as. And then Ibanez didn't get a single at bat. So looking at the top of the lineup, I mean, that's why Brantley was the right move here. I thought he was a really good leadoff hitter. We'll probably need to replace him. We'll see what we do this offseason. Seager, great numbers. I almost said Bradley. Brian Reynolds would have liked a little bit better, but I'll definitely take those. We do have to keep him on the team. Joey Gallo, I'll take that. It wasn't great, but if we can get him into the 30s for home runs, I think we'll call it a success. Like I said, one of the more underrated players, Nathaniel Lowe, killed it. Semien, little disappointing, but 32 home runs, I will take those numbers. Josh Young, like I said, had a fairly good season. Love it. Garcia, he might be a guy I need to replace. I didn't really want to, but he might be a guy that I have to look and do it. He just doesn't do well in franchise, which sucks because I know he strikes out a lot in real life, but he is a little bit better. And plus the defense is something that you can't look past. But we're taking on the Yankees. Let's see what we do here. We are eliminated, which I'm not upset by. One season, we make it to the postseason. So now let's take it a step up and let's blow him out of the water. Let's spend a little bit more money and let's see what we can do. Scherzer retired. Wow. Okay. So like I said, Garver, we're gonna let him walk. Even if he wants a little bit of money, which he does, I'm gonna let Sam Huff come in and take that spot. Brantley, I would love to come back, regressing like crazy. Brad Miller's an interesting one because like, look in here, he's still going up in rating. Like, how much does he want for a season? 5 mil coming off the bench, doing what he did last year. I'll bump it up to 6, and I'll take the risk. I think as a bench bat, sure, why not? I know it's gonna probably be a little bit different in real life, but looking at the rest of these guys, I will sign Leclerc again, see if we can keep him around. And I know in real life he had a good season, but we'll see what we can do. And then this is the one I want to try to bring back, Martin Perez. I'm gonna have to, oh, he only wants like 8 mil. Okay, so what if we do 2 years, we bump it up to like 20 mil, which 10 mil in today's pitching market is like nothing. Honestly, I'd do 3 with like a club option. Let's just leave it at, yeah, let's do 3. Let's just do 3. We'll leave it at 3, 10 mil each year. And that looks like it should get him signed. And then we'll let the rest walk and see what happens. So now it's time to spend money. Like I said, I do want to improve a couple positions, right? I do want to try to sign one starter. Just, I'm not sold on Dunning. I'm not sold on Gray. And I feel like with Rocker coming up probably mid-season, we still need that pitcher. Center field, it's not a must. But if we can, let's try to find somebody, or I can just move Brian Reynolds back to center field. It's just that Adolis Garcia just isn't good enough in franchise, which is a bummer. And then a DH. So I guess I could keep Adolis in center and then just spend some money on a DH, spend some money on a pitcher, add a couple bullpen pieces, and we're good. Let's see what I can find. All right, so we're going into the second season and we're ranked 9th, and I made some moves. I brought Texas native home, Clayton Kershaw, and you're thinking, why would I do that? 36 years old. Honestly, he had a really good year last year with St. Louis, of all teams. So, you know what? I thought, you know what? Let's bring him home. He's been linked to the Rangers since like last year when he was a free agent. Obviously re-signed with the Dodgers. Currently a free agent. Who knows what's going to happen? So I figured let's bring him into the team. We've got Leiter, we've got Gray, we got Dunning. So we might actually, because Dunning's got beat potential, maybe he moves up a little bit, but I like this. You know, Kershaw would probably actually be right there, but that's a strong rotation. Bullpen could use a little bit of help, not gonna lie. I did go out and make another big signing in Josh Hader. Thing is, Josh Hader's usually on my do not acquire list because he always screws me. Always. I'm hoping that's not the case today. If so, then, you know, maybe he'll take me out to dinner first. Either way, we've got Seager, we've got Reynolds, we've got Lowe, we've got Gallo, Miller, Semien, Young, Adolis Garcia, Sam Huff. Like, besides what, Reynolds and Gallo, this is already the the Rangers team. And then, of course, we brought in Mitch. And that's it. Mitch is for the DH versus lefties. And I thought because Brad Miller did so well against righties, let's not spend too much crazy money. I did try to go out and get CJ Cron. He ended up signing with the Rockies on a 2-year deal. I offered him a 1-year deal, and he signed for what, like 7 mil ish, average 7.5 mil. Actually, it'd be 7.5. And I offered him 1 year, 8 mil. He went for the 2-year deal. And then I also considered going after Rhys Hoskins, but then I looked at the team a little bit more and I thought, you know what, if we can go out and get another outfielder, it balances out the bench a little bit more, we should be okay. So yeah, this is the team. I like it. I think we're really good. Like I said, we're ranked 9th. We're a really good squad. You can see all our ratings right there. I like this team. All right, we're at the deadline. I need a bullpen arm. And I was looking at our bullpen and I totally missed that Leclerc on this roster is a lefty. Which, not true. No wonder why he's not good. He's a lefty. So yeah, I've been looking. We don't really have anybody, so I'm gonna make a trade. And I probably could have gone a little bit harder in the offseason on some bullpen arms. but I wanted to spend it on offensive players or positions that I felt like was a must. So I'm gonna go. Oh wow, we're way over budget. That's okay. That's fine. We'll make it work. I'm gonna give them lefty Leclerc. No, let's go out and let's give them Ibanez. I'm not using Ibanez. That gets the trade done. We get Bednar in the team, and that's actually like what I needed the most. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send down Barlow, who's just been really bad. Same thing with Burke. So I'm gonna call up King, and then we'll send down Burke, and we'll go from there. So right now, that's a huge pickup in Bednar. I like this. We got a lot of lefties. We really do. It might be too many lefties. That might be the problem. I'm gonna leave it. It's been working offensively. The only downside is Mitch is kind of letting me down here. He's only facing lefties. I might turn to Duran. He's kind of raking. Smith is kind of raking. That's about it. But the rest of the team is doing just fine. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. Team's doing well, and we're 3.5 games back. So we need to turn it up a little bit. All right, 93-69, won the division. Nice. And I think that's the same record we had last year, right? 93-69, right? And we just did it again. There we go. League leaders, Brian Reynolds with triples and walks for Seager. Love that. Love that. Wish we had maybe RBIs, home runs, but we'll take it. Soto with 41, Meadows with 48. And if we took a look at the awards, Meadows MVP along with Juan Soto, William Contreras up there as well, Rodon along with McClanahan as the Cy Young winners, Bregman, Machado batting title, reliever of the year goes to Taylor Rogers as well as Jordan Romano, and then rookie of the year goes to Brett Beatty of the Mets along with Heston Kjerstad of the Orioles. I'm assuming this got mixed up a little bit. They actually only added two arms. So I think King got sent down. He was pretty good, so we'll probably call him back up. And then who else? A position player got sent down. So let's call back King. We'll send down Leclerc, and then we'll find out really quickly who was the position player that got sent down. It probably was, who was it? Oh, Mitch. Yikes. Okay, let's go remove Gray or Dunning. Gray. Wow, Gray had a 5 ERA. How did Kumar Rocker do? Or Kamar. It's Kamar. He was okay. I did call him up to get some time, and oh wait, I have Barlow up. So yeah, Kamar's actually going to get a little bit of some postseason action. Barlow's just not the guy I want for the bullpen. So let's get him removed, and now we should be good. Yeah, I'm liking this. Let's take a look. So Dane Dunning definitely turned it around once we moved him to this spot. Brett Martin still killed it. Spores killed it. You've got Bednar, who's regressing but still had a really good season. John King in 10 innings, fantastic. A lot of hits though. We got to watch out for those. Chafin, and then Hader killed it. Love it. Kamar, I'll take that. First season in the majors, solid. Then you've got Leiter right in front of him. Martin Perez in the third spot. We've got Clayton Kershaw, who is solid, and of course DeGrom. I mean, that's a strong rotation right there. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Mitch definitely let me down. Super small amount of at bats compared to the recent years, but look at those lefty numbers. You'd expect better with those kind of lefty numbers. Duran was really good off the bench. How's his lefty numbers? He might get the lefty DH spot. I mean, even Smith killing it. He deserves more time. You got Jonah Heim and then Bubba Thompson. So I'm actually gonna Duran slots right in at the DH spot. All right, league or the normal lineup. Seager, yes. Reynolds, a little bit of a. Oh, actually, the triples are definitely helping him with the slugging. Otherwise, it was kind of a disappointing season. Again, really good season from Lowe. Gallo, that's what I'm looking for. Perfect. Brad Miller, not as good as last year, but still really solid. Semien, again, not as good as last year, but I will take it. Young, pretty similar, really similar. A couple more home runs, but not too bad. And then Adolis Garcia improved. I'll take that. And then Huff. All right, you know what? It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst, but we definitely, we made the postseason, right? Like team rankings wise, batting average, we're 12th, which is a little bit better than what we had last year. 7th for runs, again, better than what we had last year. I'm assuming like RBI is kind of the same thing. Home runs, 6th. And then if we look at kind of pitching, where are we pitching wise? ERA, we are 8th. So again, a solid pitching team. You know, hits were 8th, runs were 7th. So we're a strong pitching team with offense that, you know, kind of gets us over the hump. So there it is. Postseason time. We're taking on the Yankees, who we lost to last year. All right, Yankees time. We don't have 4 lineups. We do. We win, and we sweep them. Perfect. Seattle Mariners. Jack Leiter, sadly, just not gonna get the day out on the mound today. We'll see if we go a little bit later with the Mariners. I mean, look at that. A 6. You can't see it. Behind my head, it's a 6.75 ERA for Logan Gilbert. Let's go take a look. Did they make any changes to their team? Matt Chapman, and they brought back Ketel Marte. Ooh, I like those signings. I know in real life they just traded for Colton Wong, not on the team anymore. So there's that. So yeah, I like those signings. Ketel Marte and Chapman. All right, here we go. I'm feeling it. I'm losing a little bit of feeling here. There we go. All right, Kershaw gets us the dub. They also signed Chris Bassett. I missed that on the squad. I kind of noticed it like in this section down here once I was leaving the lineup screen. Looking at the Padres, they've got Ian Happ. They got Soderstrom as well. Interesting team. I feel like, I don't know, actually. Happ, Soto, Tatis Machado, like that's a pretty good team. This one's going to be tough. Here we go. Martin Perez on the mound. Game 1. We win 5-2. We win the next one. Whoa. Okay. Where's the baby blues? Rocking the baby blues at home. You have to. I can't let Leiter or... We do have a 3-1 or 3-0 lead. And Martin Perez is killing it though. But it would be cool to let Leiter go out there and win. But we are facing Musgrove. So I'm going to go Martin Perez and hope that we don't do that. Yeah, that's not good. Also, why are they stealing with Machado? Maybe like a hit and run situation that didn't work out. Can we get this run back? We do. Reynolds in the clutch. There we go. That's all we needed. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. 2 runs, 3-run score, 4-run score. I think that's it. We're gonna go to Dunning. We get out of the inning, but 4-run score. It just wasn't Martin Perez's day. I should have went to Leiter. I should have let Martin Perez rest and have him for the next game. But we're not out of it. We bring in 1 there. It's a 3-run game. I have faith for sure. We just need to, okay, back to a 4-run game. Yeah, not ideal. We do not get out of this. 5 runs, man. That's going to be tough unless we get a crazy inning. Are we going to get a crazy inning? No, I'm getting greedy with Dunning here. Definitely was getting greedy there. We're gonna take him out. We're going to go Bednar and a walk, but he gets out of it. Still 4 runs. Young gets on base. First and second. A pop up, a fly out. We got to score there. That's the inning. We got to score. It is. We had to, and we didn't take advantage of it. This is another situation. We got to take advantage of this. Strikeout. Oh, a 3-run home run by Semien. That's huge. That's really big. The line out there is not good, but what do we have? Switch right. Let's go Spores and hope nothing happens. Perfect. All right, it comes down to this. Matt Whistler, whatever it is, this is our time to shine. A ground out, a fly out, and an out. Oh, we came back a little bit. We made it interesting. That's okay. We got a couple more. We got a couple more games, and this is where, man, our guys are tired. So I think we go Leiter on this one, and just we got to do well. That's a good first inning, and a double. Okay, runner thrown out going home. Just let him go first and third, 1 out. The run would have scored. We would have had a 2-run double right there for Joey Gallo, and that's okay. We still get the run, and we're looking solid. Double play, not what you need there, but we do get one of our own, and things are looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. The stolen base by Machado, we can't let that happen, and then we give up the lead on a 2-run home run from Happ. Just think it should be 3-2, but we got greedy on the base paths, which I understand why they did it. A leadoff double for Huff, okay. Garcia, if you could have just moved him to third there, that would have been huge. Man, we got that. That's an inning we got to take advantage of. And okay, same situation. We've got to score here. There's 1. Pitching change to Green. We strike out there. We bases loaded for Huff. Huff in the clutch. Can he do it? I might go with the sac fly here. He gets the job done. And tie ball game. Leiter is tired, so we're gonna go with a couple lefties coming up. And yes, love it. Hit by pitch, a walk. Joey Gallo, runner thrown out once again, but we get the run in. We are leading 4-3. And righty, lefty. How's the bullpen looking? All lefties. Everybody else is kind of dead. So let's go. There we go. Perfect. The bullpen's doing the job. That's all we need. 9th inning. Hader, it is his time to shine. Can he do it? He does. Rangers win a World Series. There we go. Joey Gallo, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a walk. That's what I'm talking about for a reunion. So let's take a look. Who's our award winner? Seager's the MVP for the World Series and the playoffs. Okay. 6 home runs, 12 RBIs. Brian Reynolds was good. Sam Huff. I told you, he's our catcher for the future. And if we look at our pitching, you can kind of see like Perez was good. deGrom. Kershaw struggled a little bit. He definitely did struggle. So did Leiter. So did Rocker. But the bullpen though, that's what I'm talking about. Shut down, lights out type situation. How'd the bench do? Mitch, okay. Duran, again, really consistent. Love to see it. And then if we take a look at our lineup, Lowe struggled a little bit. So did Gallo, but in that game, when we needed him most, he delivered. And everybody else, for the most part, couple down numbers here and there, but we got it done. We spent the money. We're well over budget. I know we are. It says we're within budget. We're not. I mean, look at these contracts we got going on. We were over budget. I spent the money. I went $1 billion status on everybody, and I got us a World Series. So I hope you enjoyed the rebuild. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know what you think of this signing, what you think is the next big signing that's coming up. That's really about it. I'll catch you all in the next one. Go check out this video that I recommended you. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.